So hi, I am Natalie. I hope you're doing well. I wanted to pop on here and create a quick video about what's actually happening when you're about to get on a sales call and you're thinking to yourself, I'm not good enough to make that sale. Well, it happened to somebody that I was speaking to the other day. I was coaching her over Messenger, and I was thinking, you know what, she's worked so hard to get to the point where she can book a discovery call, and now she's going to go on it, and there's no way she's ever going to make that sale. And it's pretty simple, right? Like, she was going to come in there and go, I don't believe it. And when you don't believe something is possible, you actually create a self-fulfilling prophecy. And because you're sending out this vibration of, there's no way I can make that sale. And it was so strong within her that, you know, that sale wasn't going to happen. I don't know what happened after, but I also know that she's not alone there. And what I want to do is help you get to the stage where you can at least clear that energy, get to that point where you're stepping into that call and you're super confident. Because I don't want you to go into that call having just, having this vibration of it's not possible, because it's not going to happen. You could try, you could go through all the right mechanics, you could read the script, you could ask the right question, but somebody's going to feel that, and most probably it's going to be a no, right? Because people feel vibration, even though they might not put those words to it. They will know that you're like, I'm doubtful, right? I'm not good enough to make that sale. And even if that has nothing to do with what the product that you're serving and that you're really confident about the product, it is going to permeate across. You know what I mean? Yeah? All right, so what do? You clear your energy. And there's lots of different ways to do that. And today what I wanted to do is actually offer you a really quick way that you could do on your own on almost anything and kind of adapt it. So we're going to do a 3-step process. And the first part of this process, we're going to clear this belief that you're not good enough to make the sale. And so what I want you to do is I want you to write down on a scale of 1 to 10, how strongly do you believe that? And what you can do is just say, I'm not good enough to make that sale. And you could be thinking about that sale or another sale in the past, but I want you to come up with some emotion around it. And I want you to feel that, right? And how strongly do you feel it? 1 is nothing, and 10 is massive. If it's 1 is nothing, then you're done. Your energy is pretty clear. But if it's anything above a 2 or a 3, or even a massive 12, right, which is kind of happens at times, we want to clear it. All right, and we're going to use tapping to do that. And tapping is fairly simple. It's just energy that runs through meridians, and it's just lets go of the energy. Now, I'm going to warn you right now, I'm probably going to laugh as we go through it because my energy around this is already pretty clear. But I'll do it with you, and we'll see what happens. Sound good? All right, so what I want you to do is I want you to take your right hand, and we're going to take your left hand and just do some karate chops, right? And we're just going to open up our energy centers. And if you want to receive a healing and during this time of unconditional love, go ahead and say yes. And so make that happen, universe, and show me and show them. And you can witness a ray of light coming up through the top of your head, right, through your body, through your heart, down to your belly. I speak less quick now. Down to your feet, down to Mother Earth. Beautiful. All right, and as you're tapping here on the median, the karate chops, we're going to say, even though I feel like I'm not good enough to close a sale, I love myself fully and completely. All right, top of the head, we look like monkeys now. All right, so even though I'm not good enough to close a sale, I love myself fully and completely. Down to your forehead, and repeat after me. Even though I'm not good enough to close a sale, I love myself fully and completely. All that's coming through me is I am good enough, right? I've really cleared my energy on this. Down below your eyes. Even though I'm not good enough to close a sale, I love myself fully and completely. Down below your nose. Even though I'm not good enough to close a sale, I love myself fully and completely. Down on your chin. And even though I'm not good enough to close a sale, I love myself fully and completely. Down on your thymus gland. And even though I'm not good enough to close a sale, I love myself fully and completely. And what you want to do is take both your hands and kind of stick them underneath your arms and your glands and tap on these points and say, even though I'm not good enough to close the sale, I love myself fully and completely. I warned you that I would laugh. All right, how are you feeling? All right, and just take a breath down to your belly and exhale. And I want you to say out loud, I'm not good enough to close a sale. And just feel how true that statement is for you, right? For me, it's a 1. What is it for you? It's like a 3 maybe, or a 4. And maybe it has come down. If it's come up, it just means that you're going to need to repeat the cycle a few more times. Sometimes the emotions get a little stronger when we're tapping. All right, and then the top of the head, even though I'm not good enough to close this sale, I love myself fully and completely. Beautiful, you're doing great. Down to your forehead, and even though I'm not good enough to close this sale, I love myself fully and completely. All right, down below your eyes, and even though I'm not good enough to close this sale, I love myself fully and completely. And then below your nose, and even though I'm not good enough to close this sale, I love myself fully and completely. And down to your chin, and even though I'm not good enough to close this sale, I love myself fully and completely. And down on your thymus gland, and even though I'm not good enough to close this sale, I love myself fully and completely. And underneath your arms, and even though I'm not good enough to close the sale, I love myself fully and completely. All right, take a breath. All right, and say the statement out loud. Even though I'm not, oh, sorry, not the whole statement, just part of the affirmation. I'm not good enough to close the sale. How true do you feel about that? You could imagine the sale that you're about to go into. You could keep it a little general. And if it's anything above a 1 or a 2, you want to repeat the cycle until it is a 1. It will diminish. And all it's doing is it's allowing the energy to go so that we can go on to the next step. All right? It's pretty easy to do. All right? And even if you've never done tapping before, just try it out and see what happens, because that's the best way to learn this. All right, the next step is we've released a belief, but now it's like, what does it actually feel like to have an easy discovery call? What does it feel like to go into a discovery call and know that you can serve someone and that you can make the sale and that it's possible, right? I'm not saying that you will, I don't know, but would you like to know what that feels like? And if you do, all right, I'm gonna ask, Creator, make that happen, show them. And you're gonna see this ray of light coming down from the ethers, all right? And it's just gonna be like beautiful bright white light coming on top of here, entering your space. And as it enters your space, you see that your cells are opening up and they're receiving the vibration of what it feels like to have a discovery call be easy, and that it's possible, and that you know what it feels like to ask. And this feeling gets sent into your heart, all right? And we're just teaching your cells what it feels like. And that ray of light continues through your body, through your stomach, through your legs, and every cell are opening up to know what that feels like. And down to your feet, and down into Mother Earth. And yes, it's quick because that's how it works. It doesn't have to be slow. All right, and now I want to take you through the process of that discovery call with this new energy. And I want you to imagine that you have this energy of a kid, right? A kid that is super confident, a kid that hasn't learned to doubt yet. Like, you just want something. Maybe you were like that when you were little, like you just wanted and you were relentless. And it's like, of course it's going to happen. And I want you to close your eyes or just remember a time when that happened for you. Maybe you were 4 or 5 or 7, right? I remember a time where I was on my bike and I was going down this mountain, and it was kind of stupid, but I had like no issue in going down that hill. It was just like, this is what I'm going to do. And yes, I actually went over the handlebars. Okay. But up until that moment, I was like, this is happening, right? And so, all right, and I want you to bring that energy back into this present moment. And the way you're going to do that is just to bring that energy of, I'm a confident kid, like this is happening now. And you can imagine a bubble of light just surrounding you with this energy, right? And So all we've done is we've transferred the confidence from one part of your life to this moment. And then I want you to imagine going into the discovery call. Maybe if you're calling the person or they're calling you over Zoom, they're picking up the phone and you're connecting, you're seeing their image and it's going well, the connection is going well, and you say hello. You set up rapport, you set up connection, you go through the whole thing. And how do you feel? All right, I'm assuming you feel pretty good. You don't feel pressured to make a sale. You're going through the script, you're doing the right things. But more than that, that person is feeling heard. She's feeling supported. And you're loving this call. You're loving this person that's in front of you, right? And you're really present. And if you want to know what that feels like, go ahead and say yes. Creator, make that happen. All right, beautiful. Woohoo, awesome, I love that. It's just a feeling that we just downloaded into your cells. All right, and then you get to the point where you're like, okay, so I've heard what you've said, you repeat it back to her or him, and then you say, my program is perfect for you. Something like that, right? And I have this program and I think it's absolutely perfect. Would you like to invest or know more? And it is this slight connection of, would you like to know more? And you're asking for the sale. And you just notice how easy it is because now you're doing it with confidence. And it's okay if they say no. You know that there's other people out there. And they start asking questions and raising some objections. And you're like, okay, I deal with them one at a time. It's easy, it's kind of fun. And you see the call ending. And maybe they said yes, and maybe they said no. But notice how it was for you to finish that call. And what is the energy that you want to bring into your call? And if you want to bring in this kind of energy, just say, I want to bring in this kind of energy into my call. That is my intention, universe. And as soon as you do, you feel this energy kind of surround you and twirl around you, and it just starts to go a little bit faster, and it kind of goes into your center. And you know that when you go into that call, you're coming from that place of confidence, of being of service, of calm, of being present. Okay, and then you're going to go and do your discovery call, and you're going to come back and let me know. If you like this video, go ahead and share it. If you have questions, go ahead and put them in the comments. And let me know how you're feeling if you did the whole process. I would really love to know. Was it helpful? Was it not? Did you learn something? I don't know. So this was just a little bit of energy healing to help you with your discovery calls. And I will see you soon. Lots of love. Take care.